The Mercury, the only team the Fever have not faced this year. They'll match up 3 times over the final 18 games and twice over the next 8 days as Kalia Copper turns fades. Here's Satu Sabali in her first season in Phoenix. Step through, won't fall. Offensive rebound, draws the foul and one.
Star in the WNBA. She's a lefty. She's got great footwork. She's got excellent three-point range. She's a tough.
Thomas with the left-hand push shot, and she rattles it home.
You got to force them to take tough twos, Pat.
There is no timetable currently on Clark's groin injury. Here's Sabali back on the attack and lays it in.
Yeah.
Despite not having her now for the 14th game of the season, Fever have a chance tonight to get to 3 games over 500. That's something they never did. McDonald's been a big part of that, so too has Boston, who can't get that one to go inside. Now it's Thomas straight into Cunningham and lays it in.
Westfeld for a triple, and then this is what I'm talking about. AT on the move.
Now Indiana on a turnover on the inbound pass. There is Bonner, who gets that chorus of boos here from the Fever faithful. Westfeld into the corner, it's Copper.
It's that deep, it's too late. If you can't divert her earlier, and then just a nice job of spacing. Nate Tibbetts is known for
32 of their last 34 free throws, as well as 22 in a row. They were a perfect 16 for 16 in Chicago. Hit their last 2 against Las Vegas, their first 4 here tonight. Already 6 points in the first quarter for Thomas. She's got a massive size advantage on Kelsey Mitchell, who has no help, and Thomas makes her pay.
It was the right read, though, by Sydney Colson. Pass up a good one for a better one, especially since she just hit one.
Helm sets up Mack, who connects from the foul line. Donald was really struggling with that 3-point shot earlier in the year. She was 3 for 3 the last time the Fever were in Indianapolis in their win on Thursday as Copper connects. That is already the Mercury's 4th foul here, less than 2 minutes in. Rolling Boston can't finish underneath. Boston has opened up here just 1 for 4 on the night. And transition, Thomas, she is dangerous. And a smile there for Ari McDonald on the bench, and for good reason. 15 points for McDonald. Akoa Makani, cross-court pass. Westfeld answers with a 3.
Their roster and their schemes is that Indiana was going to take away 3-point shots and force them to the paint, which is what Indiana has done. Therefore, when you get by on a single ball screen, there's no help.
So 10 points here for Thomas. She has been held to 2 assists as Mitchell had her shot deflected. Launch ahead, Akoa Makani tracks it down and lays it in.
They have been able to provide great ball pressure.
Well, this has been night and day defensively from Indiana the 2 quarters as Copper drives, lays it in, and a foul.
And on the other end, this is by scheme. Phoenix, shooters in the corners.
Bibby. That would have been the exclamation point on what's otherwise been a brilliant second for Indiana. Oh, and Whitcomb throws it in and beats the buzzer. So the Fever miss on their final look. Did she get it off in time? She sure did. A shot by Sammy Whitcomb. Indiana playing so well, and neither Mitchell or Boston on their A game here so far. Copper lines up a 3 and connects. Boston matched up on Thomas.
Not many players put their 5-player on Thomas. The Wade Trophy winner, are you kidding me? She shot a lot of free throws in college, more so than she did in the W, but I'm going over.
And Copper, 2 of the league's best players in transition. The Fever want to keep Phoenix out of that. Thomas runs into Howard and spins it in.
They go flare to the slip. Really well done. Have not seen that tonight.
The Fever have their first double-digit lead of the night. Here is Thomas with that push shot.
Money.
She's got 10 points in 8 minutes off the bench. Damiris Dantas. As Whitcomb gets free inside and lays it in.
But that's okay because Lexi Hull did her job. She stopped.
93.8%. That is not bad. A lot of great foul shooters come from play in this state. Rare rest for Alyssa Thomas, who's played 25 of the 28 minutes here tonight. Whitcomb's been really strong. Whitcomb drives, steps through, and rolls it in. Sabali. Here is Mack on Howard. Mack can't finish. Lexi held with the offensive rebound, and Held connects. More of a challenge earlier in the season for Stephanie White's group. Whitcomb with 12 points tonight, feeds in for Mack, and we are level. Austin now with 7 tonight. Here's Copper on the attack, draws the foul, lays it in. And one for Kalia Copper, who can put the Mercury back in front.
Buried by Boston, and then a little bump by Hull, enough.
Thomas, also second in the WNBA, as she has a double-double tonight. Here is Thomas with a bank shot. In 3 minutes and 49 seconds of the fourth quarter. Sabali able to answer.
Good backdoor cut by Sabali. That's 6.
Here is Bonner. Bonner steps in, fires it up, and fires it home. Indiana's bench has hit 6 of the 10. Copper charging her way to the rim. She can't finish, but the stick back is there for Thomas. Thomas has all sorts of space.
I think Kelsey Mitchell is a good defender.
Here's a rolling Thomas, puts on the brakes, draws the foul, and one.
The versatility of AT. Put her in a little screen and roll situation in the middle third, playing through the elbows. The system is rebounds, a couple of points, but she's +9, which is the best plus-minus on the team right now.
Oh, but Indiana gets sloppy with it, and Whitcomb hits a 3. It's a 6-point game. Cunningham 1 of 2, but the lead's still 8 here. 40 seconds left to play. Thomas going coast to coast, gets right to the rim.
Smart.
Thomas gets inside. 2 more for Thomas.